The man never expected to encounter something unbelievable in the old country house he was put in charge of. A creature claiming to be a mountain god had been drawn to him by his power, and with its reminder, the man realized the words he wrote actually had the power to drive away evil spirits.
結界が張られた。
この家にですか？
Turned out he'd been able to see things ordinary people couldn't since he was a kid. He'd inherited that from his grandfather. But unlike his grandfather, he could only see spirits that were beneficial to humans, like a Zashiki Warashi who could bring good fortune to a household. As an adult, his power only grew stronger. A map he casually doodled on a sticky note could purify the evil energy of an entire estate. Though from his perspective, that uncomfortable feeling was no different from everyday static electricity. And that map that blew away in the wind ended up unexpectedly saving a trapped god in the nearby mountain. The man started cleaning up the old house. It had originally been built by a distant relative of his father for retirement. But after the relative passed away, no one lived there anymore. For some reason, the place just wouldn't sell. So the man was hired to be the caretaker. Who would have guessed that for days after that, little gifts like mugwort and raspberries kept appearing in the courtyard. Catching a glimpse of that fleeting figure, the man instantly recalled similar incidents from his childhood.
何かお礼しないとな。
He bought a bunch of offerings, and he soon witnessed something incredible. Watching this creature claiming to be a mountain god speak human language, the man quickly realized it wasn't something ordinary people could see. To thank it for the recent gifts, the man started feeding it all kinds of treats. Fried chicken and pastries were a huge hit with the mountain god. Since its power hadn't fully recovered and it couldn't drink alcohol, the man could only offer some sparkling water, completely different from the mountain spring water. That fizzy texture instantly made the mountain god reveal its true form.
炭酸水です。
舌が知りつく。これもなかなか。
よかった。でも、なんで俺の書く文字にそんな力が。
The mountain god explained that ever since the man arrived, the evil spirits lurking in the area had mostly vanished. And with the mountain god's reminder, the man realized that a nameplate he'd made as a child had once been bought by a mysterious guest for a high price. That old man had praised his handwriting highly. After that, making nameplates became the man's hobby. Under the mountain god's supervision, the man hung nameplates on both the front and back of the estate, and a square-shaped barrier formed around the place. The mountain god explained that this barrier could ward off evil, and the man's power was especially unique. With a bit more training, it could grow even stronger. After that, the mountain god became a regular at the man's estate, and its power gradually recovered thanks to the man's feeding, though the light it naturally radiated nearly blinded the man. To repay the man's help, the mountain god used its power to transform the courtyard. The once dilapidated yard instantly became a feng shui paradise. The man marveled at the spiritual energy radiating from the place. The cost was that the mountain god's size shrank significantly. The mountain god explained that using its power always made it shrink, but it would return to normal soon enough.